Greetings to you all. I, Archana Kumari, Assistant Professor English, Marwari College, Ranchi, will be taking class of AECC English of first semester of all the branches. Today, we shall be discussing about definition of communication and stages of communication. Okay, whenever we think about this word communication, what is communication? Communication means to share. Whenever we share something with someone, that is communication. Okay, whatever thoughts come in our mind, where we try to share it with others. Everyone shares their feelings with others, even if it is a child also communicate, though it uses different means of communication than us. We as an adult, we how do we actually communicate? How do we actually share? Then answer would be, of course, when to talk, or to write. When we write to someone, or we talk with someone, talk to someone, that is communication. Okay, but there are different types of communication. There are two types of communication mainly, that is a verbal communication and non-verbal communication. Then this is what is verbal communication. Verbal communication means whenever we share something with someone through written medium or through spoken medium, that is called verbal communication. Okay, and now comes to what is non-verbal. Then, of course, excluding this two means without talking and without writing, whenever we communicate with other groups or other people, that is communication. First, it comes to your mind that how is it possible? But it is possible. Most of us do communicate non-verbally a lot, like through body language and graphic language. This too comes under non-verbal communication. Okay, so in a very simple word, we can describe communication as to share something, to share, that is your communication. So various theorists have defined communication in very different ways. So but basically it all means to share something with someone, that is communication. Now we'll be discussing about stages of communication. What are the stages of communication? So there are, whenever we have to communicate, we need at least two person, isn't it? There are actually mostly there are two type of communication, actually: intra communication and intercommunication. Intra communication means whenever we talk with ourselves, that is intra communication. But for intercommunication we need at least two person, isn't it? Because we are concerned with business communication, so we need at least two person. So the first person will play the role of sender, and the second will be the receiver. Okay, so whenever we communicate, how this process starts actually? So it first starts with our brain. Means whenever we have to talk, we need some material to talk on, isn't it? Then we first conceive the message, that what I need to talk about. Okay, the sender will first conceive the message, and then what he or she does, they encode the message. What is this encoding? Like, there are different languages spoken around the world. But of course, what happens when I'm talking to you in English or Hindi, you are understand, because you are actually able to decode it. If I start talking in Tamil, suppose, what will happen? You will not be able to decode. Somebody who knows Tamil, they can only decode. So encoding, language is what? Language is code. Okay, language is code. Language is simply code. So this is encoding means how you draft your message. Then first, what the sender does, he first conceives the message. Then he does what? Encodes the message. And then after encoding the message, what he does, he looks for a medium. isn't it? हम कभी टेलीफोन से बात करते हैं या फिर लेटर लिखते हैं या फिर जस्ट इशारों में ही बात कर लेते हैं, isn't it? Like body language and graphic language. So then we'll choose the medium. Then what happens after transforming this message? What happens? Receiver receives the message, isn't it? Once receiver receives the message, what he or she does? They decode the message, isn't it? They decode the message, and after decoding it, what they does? Then they again encode the message. But in a technical language, we call it feedback. What do we call it? Feedback. Okay. So now, just one by one, I'll break down what the stages of communication. The first stage is sender. Who is sender? Who initiates the communication. Okay. Who initiates the communication is called sender. Then the second stage is what? Encoding, because encoding is very important. In what language, in what way you want to communicate, that is very important. So sender encodes the message, and after encoding the message, the third stage is what? Transformation. Selection of medium, like how you want to communicate. You want to have a face-to-face communication, or you want to have a telephonic communication, or you want to write a mail, or you want to just to send a WhatsApp message. That is a medium. Then then fourth stage is what? Transformation. Then you are transferring you transform that message. Then what happens? Comes the receiver. Who is the receiver? Receiver is someone who receives the message. Okay. Then next stage is what? Decoding. What receiver does? He or she decodes the message. He tries to understand what does it mean. Means after listening to me, you people will decode it. What ma'am means. Okay. Then after decoding it, you will also encode the message. You will form a reply, isn't it? That is called in a technical language feedback. Giving a feedback. Feedback is very important. Okay. So this is all your stages of communication. But in some cases, we have some more steps to communication. Like sometimes what we do, suppose we receive a mail and we feel like, no, after some time I have to send this message. So you do what? You store that message. Okay. Then again you retrieve that message. Okay. In some cases. Okay. So generally we have these stages of communication. Okay. I hope it is clear to you all. If you find any problem, you can write to me. Okay. So this is all about today. Okay. Thank you so much.